Hello, I'm Loxton, and we've been making a Fakemon region based on the Pacific Northwest. I call it the Cascade region, and previously I showcased our ideas for the gym leaders, and today, let's go over the Pokemon League. So, the Elite Four and the champion that the artist PokeJmon and I came up with. But first, a bit of context. Every mainline Pokemon game, especially the more modern ones, have a sort of soft theming in their overall design and or narrative. And the theme I think I'd like to see in this Cascade game concept is change, especially in terms of people moving about, immigration and emigration, and the things we gain and lose because of it. And so, a part of that theming is that the Elite Four here aren't the local Elite Four. This particular year, there is a Elite Four exchange program of sorts. Elite Fours from Pokemon leagues all over the world are traveling to compete in various other leagues. That way, the world feels all the more connected, and can further appreciate the Pokemon from other distant regions. The champion, though, is still local. They've got to defend their title, after all. So, let's talk about this league. Now hey, sponsor time! This video is sponsored by Vessi. The support they've shown this channel this year has been incredible, and they are a big part of why we can commission so much awesome art. And I'm proud to be sponsored by them, because these shoes are actually incredible. I love this particular weekend style especially. They are fully snow and waterproof shoes that don't feel like they should be waterproof. That's because they are made from Dymatex, a washing machine safe dual climate knit that allows the shoes to breathe, thus regulating the temperature all while still being waterproof. Also, they're sustainably made, much less material waste than normal sneakers. And I especially love how easy they are to put on. Just whoop! There it is. Also, like everybody wears shoes, making them an easy gift for that picky gift person. I actually just wrapped a pair of them for a buddy of mine, though I can't seem to find it anymore. And this is why they're having a holiday sale right now that you can check out with the link down in the description. Don't procrastinate on that, but if you do, you can still always use the coupon code LOXTON for $25 off. Don't miss out, link below, and thanks again to Vessi for sponsoring. Port Alki, the big final city in the Cascade region, is based on a combination of Portland, Seattle, and Vancouver. Not only does it have 2 gyms and the headquarters of Amazeall, but also the Pokemon League Tower, based of course on the most famous part of all 3 cityscapes, the Space Needle. Its size is exaggerated, of course. This way it features an entire arena on top where Pokemon League battles are televised and streamed for just about anyone to see at any time. Now, for plot reasons, you won't be encountering either rival at this league, so we can focus fully on the 5 battles that you'll have with these new people. You enter, you show off the 8 badges you have, and you're allowed in. Then you face off against the Elite Four in any order. And, like with the gyms, rather than these trainers using type themes, they're just themed sort of in general. Let's start with the man from Japan, Kokoro, whose name can mean heart, mind, or soul in Japanese. All of these Elite Four are emissaries of their home region, showing off the best of their traditional culture. So of course he's wearing a traditional kimono and hakama, which he's made himself of course, as he is a honed and wise craftsman. All of his Pokemon are Objectmon, as the entire idea of Pokemon based on objects comes from Japanese folklore. Tsukumagami are objects that have maintained use for over a century and thus have gained a kami, a soul or a spirit. So, an aged, very traditional Japanese craftsman seemed perfect for it. He comes from either the Hoenn region as a more recent Elite Four member replacing one of the previous ones, or he's from some other non-specified region based on southern Japan, hence his very tanned skin. His kimono also features this maple leaf pattern to reference his kaskade, and the dotted lines a somewhat subtle reference to musical notes, as his Chimecho is always by his side. His Bronzong sometimes joins in the music making as well. Together they create quite zen-like tunes while he crafts his wares. Then, hailing from Galar, Kalos, or unspecified region based on Western Europe, maybe Germany, Ireland, or Denmark, it's Cleary, a clear-headed cleric, which is what his name means in Gaelic. Just passed the Druidic Initiation trial and became an Elite Four member. His main Pokemon is Volcarona, hence its symbol on his traditional druid robe. But he also has Goodra, Delphox, Stonjourner, Yanmage, and Hatterene. They are all magic-themed, both in the ancient worshipy sense, hence Stonjourner and Volcarona, and in the more modern wizard mana superpowers sense, hence all the others. He often practices druidic tree meditation with his other Pokemon, giving them all a better sense of self-awareness and a connection with each other, which makes them quite formidable in battle. Also, look at these dudes. Druids are still around, and I really like their garb. Then, hailing from unspecified African region, likely based on West Africa, like Mali, it's Pemba, the feminine form of the name Bemba, which is Bembaran and means powerful or supreme. Africa doesn't get a lot of attention in Pokemon. One of the only times it's mentioned is on a Girafarig Pokemon card, which of course means she has to have a Girafarig. Now, I love the variety of patterns on her dress. It's a, pardon my mispronunciation, Bogolant-Fini. It's a traditional handmade cloth that's become a sort of cultural icon in Mali, and it's exported all over the world. While researching traditional fancy garb from the region, I came across this one, and I just couldn't stop thinking about it. It's perfect for a powerful Elite Four member. Pemba isn't all that outspoken at first, quite reserved actually, but once the topic changes to Pokemon, especially her Pokemon, she takes great pride in how strong her Pokemon are and can't stop boasting. Each one has a powerful soul and a great drive to always be improving, and as such, they are training whenever possible. And lastly, from the Elite Four, from an unspecified region based on Central America, somewhere between Veracruz, Mexico, and Panama, it's Catalina, a Spanish name meaning pure, as she is very pure of heart, flowery, and loves her family more than anything. But still values this little sort of vacation she has away from them right now. Family relationships are complicated, but she also sees all of her Pokemon as a part of her family. They are very important to her. And with her Pokemon, she is not only a master battler, but also a competitor in Pokemon contests. She does pretty well in those too. Her team's choreography is on point. Then, after you've defeated all four, you can challenge the champion in one of the most viewed battle streams of all time. I mean, there's a big international event going on right now. Of course it's big. You just beat some of the best trainers from all over the world. So you are sure to give the champion a run for his money. Literally. This is Champ Yazin, a buff, baby-faced, bling-loving rich guy, sponsored and backed by the Amazol Corporation. He even gets early access to the Amaze Balls and the new Pori Watch 3 Omega. And being so loyal to Amazol is where the inspiration for his name comes in. Yazin is an Arabic name that means loyalty. Not much is known about him, or where he came from, or where he got his wealth, but clearly he's super rich and has many assistants. Seemingly, they do a lot of the training of his Pokemon for him. I guess money really can buy you just about anything. Also, since it's his arena, at the start of the battle, a random weather effect is triggered. Only, random is what they tell people. It's actually whichever combination of weather effects either benefits him the most or hinders your current team composition the most. It just happened to randomly be that way, you know? Anyway, his Pokemon are Porygon Omega, of course, but also Warcane, the pseudo-legendary of the region, Malamar, Beat-em-up, Orbthalod, and Rotom, and Rotom. And, of course, he is always bragging and gloating about his possessions, which includes his Pokemon. They are quite the powerful team, even if some sort of closer connection is lost between them. Personally, I really like the idea of champions having more to do with the plot of the game, the recent Leon and Rose connection being an inspiration here, only this time, Yazin is even more in on it. The it being the shenanigans that Amazol is getting involved in. I mean, he stands to benefit quite a lot from it too. He's always down for getting stronger Pokemon on his team. He'd love to have something much better than a pseudo-legendary on there. be it through capture or creation.